I'm a chaplain at a hospital, and I'm going to talk about a subject, the importance of wearing a mask. And the importance about it is that, as I said, this is from a viewpoint of a chaplain. And I'm in the hospital, and every time I come in here, I'm in the COVID unit. I work sometimes out of the COVID unit. And the consequences can be just, I don't know how to tell you, it's just horrific, some of the things I see. And I'll just give you one case. A family member, a mother came in with her son, and the whole family's been affected. The father and the father and the mother and the children. One of which is in here. And the mother is getting through this pretty well. She's going to be discharged sometime today or tomorrow. But her son is not. He's not leaving. And so his organs are starting to fail. But the thing that's taking the toll on her is she's totally distraught about this. And so about her other children, she's totally distraught. She feels this tremendous guilt. And the guilt is, what have I done? What have I done to my children? And it's not her fault. That's the whole thing about this. It's not her fault. Somebody else infected her. And so, I talked to her about this, and she still feels the guilt. No matter how much I try, she still feels the guilt. And it takes an emotional toll. And as I said, the importance of wearing a mask is just far important. And the other thing about wearing a mask is that we are in control of this virus. We have control of this virus. And if everybody really just, heeded the warnings and what's going on, I just found out the news today, or like this morning, 50,000 people across the United States have been affected in 24 hours, and just in a day. And it's expected to keep going up and up. And so, but we can do something about this. And, you can talk about the government, you can talk about ours, but it's about us. It's about the choice that we make. And, we can change it. If we wear a mask and take heed to it, we can save lives, between maybe almost a half. And that would be remarkable. We bring that down. I mean, that's really remarkable. And you think in thousands of people we could save, we can do this. And it's really up to the American people. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's really up to the American people to do this. And, I get, sometimes I visit patients, and the one thing I hear most common, I hear this, it's just stunning how much I hear this one comment. And here's the comment. I didn't think it was going to happen to me. I didn't think this was going to happen to me, and it does. The thing about this virus, it has a lot of secrets, and we don't know a lot about it. And, we're getting young people in here, and there's a kind of, the idea that young people will get through this and they're not affected, but that's not necessarily the case at all. Even the young people, in any age, they're not the same once they're infected by this virus. In other words, their lung capacity, goes down to maybe, instead of being 100%, you're at, 50, 60, maybe 70%, and they walk 100 feet and they're totally winded. And that's the thing about this. This virus affects you. And there's some other cases that are happening that people are just not affected for 2 weeks or 14 days or whatever. It's 60, 70, 90 days. I mean, there are people that are still testing positive after 2 months. And so, as I said, we don't know a lot about this virus. So we really, as I said, the American people, the American citizens, everybody, if we just took heed, we can really change everything. We can save a lot of lives. And, I'm just trying to tell you, I see this every day. And the other thing, as a chaplain, and what's been going on is that, I'm not a priest, I can't do last rites, but I'll refer to it. But there's a lot of requests lately. And that seems to be rising. And the one thing, too, about the toll, about the family, is that, when we have patients here that are about to pass, the family members can't come in. They can't be at their bedside. And that's, and when the patient is about to pass, or they're, what do they see last? It could be an empty room, or it could be a nurse, or it could be one of us. And all these, we're totally covered. There's no face, there's no eyes, you can't see anything. We're just totally covered. And so the other fact is, too, the toll on the staff. And I'm talking about the nurses and the doctors that are in there, and, when it starts, which is starting to rise now, they work 18, 20, 24 hours, or, whatever, 12 to 18 hours is normal of the day, and this is every day. And we've had a few. We've had some staff members pass away, a doctor and I think and a nurse. And It affects everybody here. But it has a toll on the staff. It has a toll on the doctors, the nurses here that, they're just burned out. And this is on a daily basis. And it keeps going. And the other thing about the hospital, we're getting a lot of patients in. We've had to extend the IC unit for more beds. And there'll be a point where there's a limit. We won't be able to do any more. And, but the consequences, I'm just trying to tell you, everybody, wear a mask. We can save lives. We can do all this. We can save lives. And I know it's inconvenient. I think there are people out there that, it's independence, it's freedom, and all this stuff. But the virus doesn't know the difference. This virus doesn't take sides. It doesn't know political. It doesn't know about freedom. It doesn't know anything. Whatever it has the opportunity, it will strike. It will strike. And I got to tell you, most people that get it are affected for the rest of their lives, one way or another. So I'm going to end it here, but I'm just going to try to tell you, everybody, wear this mask. And, wash your hands, keep that distance as best as you can. And the one thing I'm just going to add to all this is that, I heard some news about the economy today. It's good news. 4.5 million people are back at work. But the bottom line is that this was done in the middle of June, and this is at the end, we're talking July, and the numbers of infections have just increased and doubled. I mean, it's just been amazing what's going on. But the point I'm trying to make, even with the economy, to get people back to work, having a booming economy, if we don't get a handle on this virus, they go hand in hand. If we don't get a handle on this virus, people are just not going to be employed. It's going to take longer. And we have, as a people, we have the absolute choice to make a difference. We can make a difference here. And, I cannot express enough. I see this every day that I'm here. And people go about their business and they have no idea what goes on, what I see, and what the nurses see and the doctors see in the COVID units. Anyway, I'm going to hand it here, and I really appreciate your time. Wear a mask. That's all I can tell you. Please. For other people and for yourself, that you don't get infected. Anyway, it's enough, and you get the idea, the importance of wearing a mask. Anyway, I want to thank you very much for watching this, and again, thanks very much for your time.